Good morning. I thought I would film a get ready with me update, which is a bit of a weight update and life update, because I've been promising to do one for a little while. Luna's just sitting behind me. I've just had a shower and just kind of dried my hair. It's not fully dry. I'm just going to do my makeup, so I thought I'd just chat to you whilst I do it. Obviously, like I said before, I do pretty much the same routine. I'm not professional, so I'm just chatting to you whilst I'm doing it. Right, I'll get my makeup out and make a start. So yeah, weight update. I've not done a weighing update for ages, like literally a long time. And as you know, if you've watched my weekly vlogs, I've been getting back on it from calorie counting. So I'll insert a graph of the progress I've made since the 19th of July, which was when I really started back on it, until the 29th of July. I haven't weighed myself since. I'm trying to just weigh myself, really, ideally, once every few weeks. I'm not weighing myself weekly, I'm not weighing myself daily, just as and when I remember and the urge takes me. But I just thought I'd put a quick update on there so you can see from that I managed to lose about 4 pounds, which I think is pretty good. And obviously, since then, Eddie's had some time off work and things, so we have had a bit of, I mean, it's not that long ago, it was only like 5 days ago or something, but Eddie's had some time off, so it's not like I've been a saint, but I have made healthy choices, and that's what I intend to keep doing. And I'm not, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not in it to lose weight quickly, and I want to do it in a way that will keep it off. So the way I'm eating at the moment, I could easily sustain, because I'm enjoying my food. We have been doing HelloFresh, but I mentioned in my weekly vlog, but I'm not sure if that will be out before this or after this, but I'm actually pausing it for a bit because I'm getting a bit fed up. If you've seen my weekly video for the past few weeks, you'll notice that a lot of the HelloFresh meals are very much the same. My family don't really eat fish. The boys definitely aren't vegetarians. They need meat because they're all doing weight training and they enjoy meat. So the only options for me, really, unless I want to pay extra per portion, is the ones I've been getting. They're the ones that really we will eat, and a lot of them seem to be the very samey, very rice based. Same. Do you want to get off the bed, Loon? So I just came to the thing the other day that I just kind of had enough. I was kind of done with teriyaki type, hoisin type meat dishes with rice, and that's all I seem to be eating. I know she's lying down. So yeah, we're cancelling the HelloFresh. So that, whether that'll make a difference or not, because it's been quite nice having things that have the calories on. Whether they're exact or not is kind of beside the point. It gives you an idea, and it gives you like a measured out portion. Whereas when I make things myself, I tend to just, if I make something with chicken, I'll just cook half a pack of chicken and then it's gone. Whereas HelloFresh sends you 4 chicken breasts, you eat 4 chicken breasts. So I need to kind of do the same. I really need to just make sure that we are eating mindfully. I've got all the recipe cards, so I can recreate the ones I've had, not just this time, but in the past. So I think I just need to meal plan and make sure that, obviously we've got a HelloFresh delivery we had yesterday, so we have HelloFresh for this week, but it'll be from next week onwards. I need to organise myself. Life update. Right, so this is the bit that you may have noticed from my weekly videos. If you've read the comments, you might already know this, but if you don't read the comments, you won't. People have said, how's the job going? And I have answered honestly. I'm currently out of work. Not something that I'm enjoying, and not just because, I've got loads of things I can be doing and I enjoy not working, but from a financial point of view, I need to work. But basically what happened is, if many of you know, I quit my job again at the end of May to join a company that was based in Nottingham. And on joining the company, it quickly became apparent that they had lied quite significantly about the state of their finances, and they had a huge amount of debt and no money. And I was really concerned about several things, and the first one was them having the ability to pay their bills, because it's not nice working for somewhere where they can't afford to pay their bills. If anyone's done that, they'll know that all you do all day long is speak to people who are chasing money and you haven't got an answer for them, and it's just not a nice place to be. They weren't really doing anything to correct it. Their idea of correcting it, because when I first started they were applying for extra financing and they'd got no accounts prepared from July through to the end of April, May. And they wanted me to prepare a set of accounts in a day for that whole period, which is impossible. It really is impossible. So obviously I refused and said I couldn't possibly do it, and they got a little bit shirty with me. Not very nice at all, considering I just started. I just said it's not something that you could do. The system was in a real mess. And I just said, you know, I need longer than that. And I said, you're going to have to use your forecast figures and see if they'll give it you based on that. And they weren't happy, and they asked me to fabricate a balance sheet, which I wasn't happy about. And, you know, my job, you can get into a lot of trouble, you know. In fact, you can actually get arrested because it's classed as fraud. So I wasn't happy with the requests they were making, and I didn't feel comfortable. And Eddie just said to me, look, just walk away. And I just said to him, if I walk away now, they won't pay me for what work I've done. So I stayed until the end of June. I came back from Dublin with Ewan's birthday on the Tuesday night I got back. Wednesday I got off work anyway. And I went into work on the Thursday and told him I wasn't coming back, and I'd been paid up until the Friday. So I obviously went in and said I'd work the rest of the month because I've been paid, but he said I could go straight away because he said there's no point in you being here. So I came straight home, and that's it. And I've been job hunting since. The job market is a bit of a strange one at the minute. So when I was employed there was loads of jobs around, but because it's the summer holidays, I think people put a stop on recruitment a little bit, and things certainly seem to have slowed down, and whether the financial climate hasn't helped with that. I went for one job and I had a second interview for it, and it was looking really positive. The guy actually sort of showed me around and everything, and it did seem very positive. But just bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. Eddie's making breakfast downstairs, so he was just asking me something. Where was I? So yeah, I had a second interview, showed me around, sounded really positive, and then just didn't hear anything. I went back to the agency and said, have you got any feedback for me? Because obviously I haven't got it. And he said, not yet. The other person having a second interview haven't had an interview yet. I'll let you know next week. And then I've chased him 3 times and I've had no feedback, which I think is pretty poor. You know, I think it's one thing not hearing when you've applied for a job because there's so many people applying for jobs. But if you actually go to the trouble of doing, I did 2 tests for them. I did an Excel-based test and a data test. And I did before my second interview. And I had my second interview. So I took the time out to do 2 interviews with them. And they didn't bother letting me know. So, pretty poor. I personally think they went external to the agency because there was definitely more interviews going on than what they knew about. I could tell by the signing in sheet, and so I think he was probably a bit put out. The company were using a consultant, and this consultant seemed to be running the show, so I'm not terribly surprised if he brought someone in of his own. But anyway, I'm currently still looking. I've got an interview next week, which I'm not sure, obviously, till I go, whether I actually want the job or not. We shall see. I've got a few other things that are in the pipeline, like that I'm speaking to agencies about. But other than that, I'm not currently working. So if you get ads on this video, please watch them because it's currently my only source of income. But anyway, so it's meant that I've been able to do my vlogging a bit more. I did think about switching to daily vlogging, but I still don't think I'm doing quite enough to be able to daily vlog. I think my content would be pretty boring. But it does mean I've had more time to sort of like sort other things out, and I'm going to try and do my craft video that I've promised. I've got my laser cutter, and someone's actually asked in the comments because they said they want to see my laser cutter, so I'm in the middle of practicing with that so I can show you what I've made on that and what I'm experimenting with. But yeah, that's my life update really. So I'm currently without work for the first time since I was probably 16. I worked part-time at the Co-op when I first left school, and I did A-levels. Well, I did a year of A-levels, dropped out, and I got a job. training to be an accountant, and I've been employed ever since. And the only time I've not been in work, well, I was still employed, was when I had the kids and I was on maternity leave, and when I had a period of time when I was off ill, when I had fibromyalgia diagnosed, and I took a few months to sort of get to a position where I was able to work, and that was several years ago now. So I've never actually been out of work, so it's a bit of a shock. It's taken me some adjustment, and it's really not my confidence for 6, if I'm honest. And I now see why people, when they're out of work and when they retire, they kind of lose all their ability to function. Not ability to function, that sounds very rude. You almost feel like you can't do anything. You almost feel like you lose all your confidence to be able to do things. So like when I'm looking at job adverts now, I'm sitting there thinking, can I do that job? Even though it's a job identical to what I've done before, I start to doubt myself as to whether I can actually do it. So I need to get a job quite quickly. I don't want that to set in and become a bit of a thing. Eddie and I have thought about a side hustle and starting a business. Obviously, I started a business with Chloe, which I just let die because I couldn't focus because I was working such long hours, and it just wasn't feasible for me to do anything with it. So that is kind of still around, but Eddie wanted to do something with the laser cut that we've just bought, and he wants to try and explore that as a side hustle kind of opportunity. I don't think it'll ever be big enough for me to be able to have that as my job. Are you wanting to get down? You look and say hello. Luna's here. I've got to show you quickly. Here she is next to me. So yeah, so whether or not I could actually do anything with that whilst I'm off, I've been experimenting, but as you might know, the minute you try and do something into, something that could be a business, all of a sudden your creativity just dries up completely. So anyway, I'm going to go. That's my update, my weighing update and my life update. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. But yeah, I will continue doing my vlogs, so I shall see you very soon in the next one. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It's free, and it just helps the algorithms, and it just pushes my videos to other people. And I'm hoping to do another clothing haul. I know a lot of YouTubers do clothing hauls and they order stuff and send it back, but I'm a bit weird about doing things like that. So, and obviously with money being a bit tight now and not working, I'm a bit loath to order tons and tons of clothing, but I do want to do another clothing haul because I think everyone seemed to like that, and I love watching them. It's really good to see what things look like on other people and other body shapes. So I watch quite a few, but the people I watch don't have the same body type as me. So I will be doing another one of those hopefully very soon. So there will be more content coming very, very shortly. So please stay tuned if you're interested, and I shall see you very soon. Comment down below if you've got anything to tell me. But yeah, see you soon. Bye.